Conservative voices continue to be silenced on college campuses across the country, and they are turning violent. Swimming champion Riley Gaines was ambushed at San Francisco State University yesterday while trying to speak on trans athletes in women's sports. Gaines had to barricade herself inside a room after activists not only screamed at her, but allegedly hit her multiple times. Watch.
Yeah, you I you. Trans rights are human rights. Trans rights are human rights. Trans rights are human rights. Trans rights are human rights.
Tomi, you've had personal experience with this countless times.
I have, and unfortunately, this is the new method of the left and those who seek to shut down what is truly free speech. What they're doing is not free speech. Free speech is not attacking somebody, hitting somebody, shouting somebody down so that they're unsafe and unable to deliver their message. That's not free speech. What Riley went there to do and what other conservative speakers like myself go to do is actual free speech, and it's respectful of that First Amendment right. But this is the cancel culture taken to another level, because the left has realized this mob mentality where it used to just be trying to cancel somebody by calling them a name and getting them kicked out of a university or getting them canceled on a show. Now they've realized that doesn't really have the same impact anymore. Now they have to be violent. They have to make people fear for their life so that people take a second guess of what they want to go to a university at all. Because you know what? If you're going to be physically attacked and there's not enough law enforcement officers to protect you, you have to barricade yourself in a room. For me, my also personal situation, and I'm sure Riley felt the same, she barricaded herself in the room. They were protecting her, right? What about the students that came to hear her speak? What happened to them? This is the reality on college campuses, and until universities step up and have some real consequences for these people, it's going to get worse.
That's exactly right, because in every one of these cases, we see about what happens, you know, we look at the footage, and then you notice the students rarely face any consequences.
None.
I mean, they have these administrations so afraid of taking any type of action, even when the students blatantly violate campus rules. And so they know they're going to get away with it, and that's why it continues. And honestly, it's like the inmates are running the asylum these days on these college campuses. So many of the professors, so many of the administrators are just so afraid of taking any type of leadership and protecting guests coming on campus. I mean, so I don't care, you know, if someone's wearing a dress. If you attack the speaker, you should be thrown out of school. That's ridiculous, and we've seen this all over, and I think it's just gotten out of control.
This isn't about conservative speakers, though. This is about Riley Gaines standing up for women's rights and standing up for the preservation of Title IX, which the Biden administration is tearing up. And what is happening is, this is a sign, the fact that she is being chased and assaulted, that being called transphobic is no longer working, that the voices are rising up. Because, again, they need to stop debate, silence debate, stop dissent. Again, no facts, no science allowed. And now they will harass you and belittle you and frighten you to prevent you from talking about that women from the moment of fertilization shouldn't have to compete against men from the moment of fertilization in women in sports in college. They shouldn't be denied opportunity because of men. They shouldn't be denied scholarships and medals and places on a podium because of men, whether they call themselves women or not. They were shouting at her, trans women are women. No, they're not. And what they're doing is they are usurping protections for women in Title IX. And so what was supposed to be preventing sex discrimination, they're actually promoting sex discrimination, and that's what's going on.
We know that across the board in many sports, they've been trying to find ways to handle this issue, creating new rules, holding panels. It's been a big challenge. And in this particular case, Eli Bremer, this is Riley's agent, said, in the past year, her goal in speaking at universities has been to educate her peers about her experience and what the impact of the growing number of biological males in women's sports will do to the integrity of Title IX. And that's what's happened here, is the person with the actual experience that went out there and competed and was affected tried to just talk about what she experienced to add to the conversation that is in her sport that she dedicated her life to. And even now, these bodies, these governing bodies of the sports themselves, USA Swimming, the world sports, are facing challenges in creating ways to make things fair. And when you shut people up, you don't get all of the information and the experience about the actual swimmers themselves.
Can I just quote Riley Gaines, who can't be here? It isn't transphobic to say there are two sexes and you can't change your sex. Women want equal opportunities and respect. And where are all the other female athletes standing up for Riley Gaines right now after she was attacked and harassed?
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.